Yeah, it's showtime, episode 104, Brink Sanity Show. Welcome to the show. I am your host, Jay, and we have the Doc.
Hey, guys.
And the Professor.
I'm back.
Just the professionals on today's show. Actually,
Professional drinkers.
Professional drinkers. Speaking of drinking, last week was a little out of control. I don't know if it... I don't think it sounded like it on the show, but the next day was one of the worst days of my entire life. I had agreed to do another podcast. It's called Blerd Radio. The website is popblerd.com, popblerd.com. So if you want to hear me and Leon really, really hungover after a night's hardcore drinking during this show and then going out to the bars, the Doc was there too, right? Yeah, you were there too.
I was there. I wasn't. Yeah. I didn't hear the podcast the second day, but
yeah, we were very, very... I basically...
Yeah, I didn't know that you were going to be that hungover. I had,
Well, I didn't know that either, or else I would not have done that to my body.
Obviously, we've drank a lot together, and you didn't seem any more drunk than usual, so I was a little surprised at the extent of your hangover. But
I had almost no sleep, and then I had no food.
Yeah.
And then I drank a third of a bottle of Johnny Walker.
Yeah, that's like the perfect recipe for a hangover.
And then we went out to bars, and beer always gives me hangover.
And then we had Mr. Shot Guy.
So where did we go? We went to the beer gardens. Yeah. Wait, did the Shot Guy give us shots?
Yeah. Co-host Leon, yes.
I don't even remember doing shots.
Our co-host Leon is known as the Shot Guy, because every time we go out to bars and we're drinking, he always brings shots to us. And
yes.
On this particular night, it was no different.
Oh, okay.
There were shots handed to us.
That could also be where we went wrong.
And they were pretty strong.
I am drinking martini tonight because... my girlfriend is catering next week, and she's going to be bartending, and they asked her to make a really good martini. So what she's doing is she's making various martinis for me, and I am going to be sampling them and rating them as we go.
So endless supply of martinis, huh?
Yeah, so there'll be a lot of martinis tonight. The first one, all right. The second one was a little better. The bottom tasted a little salty, though, so I don't know. Did salt go in martinis?
I don't know. I'm not a big martini person.
I know nothing about martinis.
Yeah. I don't know. I tried one that Kat made, and basically it was pure vodka, and I don't know if that's what it's supposed to be.
I think that's what a martini is.
The majority of
it. Okay, so, it tasted like vodka.
Smell like vermouth.
Are you supposed to eat... Yeah, vermouth. Are you supposed to drink these olives at the bottom?
You probably have to eat them.
I would think eating them would
I don't
work. I don't
think you could really drink them.
I think it's starting to kick in. But I don't like olives, so I will not be doing
you don't have to. I think most people leave the olives. They don't really...
Yeah. Yeah, I know it's a little homosexual, but it's for scientific testing. And, that's...
Well, if martinis are just vodka, then, it's not homosexual. It's just getting drunk really fast.
It is shaken. I don't know if that helps.
Is it stirred?
Shaken but not stirred.
Yeah, not stirred. Yeah.
Or stirred and then not shaken.
That would be totally gay.
Yeah, that would be ridiculous.
So also listen to our good friend Stephen Cliff from the Stephen Cliff Show. Listen to the Stephen Cliff Show with Stephen Cliff.
All right, this host is...
Am I going to get cut off before the show even starts?
Goodness. I have my cutoff ready. You're almost cut off.
Yeah, almost. And then John from Random Ass Radio is joining us.
I have this whistle in my pocket, and as soon as you're too drunk, I'm just going to blow it, and then it's just going to be over.
Okay. I think John has left us, though, already. He was in here a minute ago.
That much, all right.
Yeah. Oh, well. Anyway.
So much for people.
So where was I? Oh, yeah. So I was doing the show. I woke up about a minute and a half before the show was supposed to start. Well, actually, I woke up about 3 hours before, but I was writhing in pain in bed. You ever have one of those where you wake up and you're so hungover you're just like...
Yeah. Well, it's like I'm so miserable, the only escape would be to sleep sleep so that I don't feel this miserable until it goes away.
Right, but you usually can't sleep. You kind of just roll around and moan. And so I was doing that, and then I realized I'm supposed to do a show in about a minute and a half. And so, trooper that I am, got up, dialed into the show.
You dialed in?
His show is out of Boston. So
you didn't take a quick flight to Boston?
No. I think Leon and I both did the show from bed, totally hungover. Actually, I managed to crawl over here. I think Leon was still in bed because you can call into that show, through a phone. And we did a show. It actually came out pretty good. You know, I was pretty happy with my performance. Did not reflect my state of mind at the time, so it was pretty good.
We pulled it together.
Yeah, we gave tips about concert going and had a tribute to some corpses, and it was pretty good.
Corpse tribute's always good.
But then the show ends, and I immediately get up and run to the bathroom and throw up. Like the second the show is done, but I held out during the show. I'm like sweating and like it was bad.
So barfcast was narrowly averted.
Yes, no barfcast, but post game.
Barf.
Yeah, definitely not good. Had a hangover. That was Saturday. I had a hangover until about Sunday afternoon.
Yeah, you call. I think
you mean today.
That was last weekend.
Yeah, that was last weekend.
But you told me I stopped being hungover like an hour ago, and I was on Sunday. I was like, holy crap! Like you've been hungover for 2 days.
Yeah, it was bad. It was really bad. But we're over it. I'm going to try and avoid that this week.
Yeah.
That's why I got water along with my martinis. So I can't believe I'm drinking martinis. Whatever.
So if you were drunk for over a day, I just took this defensive driving class, and apparently it's one drink gets burned every 2 hours. So you must have had at least 24 drinks.
I had a lot.
I don't think you had 24.
Doing my math skills.
Yeah.
I don't think I had 24, but it was over 10. I mean, we must have had 3 or 4 after the show, and I must have had 7 or 8 during the show. So
I think it was just because you were like sleep deprived and stuff too. Because
it's the no.
I drank a similar amount of alcohol, and I was sober by the end of the night. So I don't know.
It was the no sleep, no food combo.
I think it was just exhaustion more than anything.
So now I got sleep and I got food. Although apparently my mind's already deteriorating. So
yeah,
we'll see how the rest of the show goes.
Words and sentences are not coming easily.
Mm-hmm. BrinkofSanityShow.com is the website. You can find out all your Brink of Sanity needs on the website.
And you need Brink of Sanity, trust me.
You do. You need it. You can get some shirts. It's summer.
You need a shirt.
These nice shirts I'm wearing.
Not wearing a shirt is frowned upon, so you should get a Brink of Sanity shirt so you have a shirt.
The charcoal colored shirt is now sold out in male extra large.
You missed out. So now you can try to get some of the others.
So if you're an extra large male, lose some weight and then fit into a large and then buy the shirt because
you've already missed out, but you could still get some shirts that are left over.
Mm-hmm.
If you're fellow skinny bastards, man, you guys can.
You're in luck because we have all the small and mediums that you can want. I kind of misjudged the average size of my audience members and ran out of the extra large, but it happens.
Oh crap!
Yeah, but it happens. The next time I know.
You live and you learn.
Mm-hmm. Yep. All right. So what do we got on tap for today? You guys didn't come prepared with showing us?
I came prepared with me.
It's my show.
And alcohol. That's not the good. Wait, what?
Yeah, what's
you don't want to talk about
this? Yeah, sure.
The top 10 reasons being a fat guy is awesome. You guys want to talk about that?
Yeah, let's talk. Let's see.
Okay. Well, you don't have to explain stains because you're a fat guy and you're expected to have stains.
There's like a 2 stain threshold before you start asking questions.
Well, you expect the runoff from your gravy-filled
if I saw a fat guy and I saw 3 stains, I'd be like, okay, the first and second one I could see, but the third one, I mean, what's the story with that?
I would consider that more of like a food palate. It's just the food is on you at various times.
Being a fat guy, you just have to eat so much to stay fat that you can't be held responsible for food, not all the food getting in your mouth.
Exactly.
It's like
because they have really large sandwiches and their hands aren't always comparable to the size of the sandwich.
And they have to get the sandwich in quick or it's going to be hard to stay fat.
Mm-hmm.
So.
And they're always really greasy. You're exploding my messy room.
Henry is trashing the set at the moment, so pardon the interruption.
We all know that fat guys are always hot and sweaty, so year-round shorts. That's pretty self-explanatory. You see a guy in the winter, fat guy in the winter wearing shorts, you don't think twice because guy's sweating up a storm walking up both of those stairs.
He's dripping sweat, and it's January, it's minus 40.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, are those shorts or are those just pants that have been shrunk down to fit?
Yeah, maybe they used to be pants.
That is true. That is true. You ever see a fat guy in capris? That is not acceptable. Don't do that. No. If you're a fat guy out there.
Have you ever seen any human in capris? It's just not acceptable, period.
Especially, I don't like them in women, but males wearing capris.
Women can maybe pull them off, but...
guys don't capri it.
Yeah, no.
It's just not... don't be so indecisive. Wear pants, wear shorts. The halfway thing is just, it's not good.
Yeah.
Intimidation. Because everyone's scared of a fat guy falling on them.
Very true.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The other thing is, like, if you were to get into a fight with a fat guy and you, like, punch them, I'd be afraid that my fist, like, I couldn't get it back.
Yeah,
You know,
exactly.
Like, you punch them and then you're just, like, trying to pull it back out. So I wouldn't even bother.
Teddy bear appeal? Not all fat guys are cute and cuddly.
Yeah.
Some do. We went over this before. It's there's kind of fat, which is gross, like me. Like, I'm a little bit overweight, so it's just disgusting. But then if you keep gaining weight, you get to the point where it's cool fat, like Hurley from Lost. Like, he's awesome. He's just this huge fat guy, and it looks cool. But if you're just a little bit overweight, it's just gross. But no, you don't like my theory? Cool fat?
Yeah, I can see that. Cool fat, yeah. But
The guy, like, from My Name is Earl,
yeah.
that's cool fat.
I could see that, I guess. It just seems kind of like, I don't know, like, you're sort of giving up, so you might as well try to push it to the extreme where you're cool. But I guess that's true. I mean, might as well.
Yeah, those guys are awesome.
Yeah. I guess they get so used to it, they just pull it off. They pull it off better because they're like, this is what I am, this is what I'm always going to be.
Well, it's so beyond fat. It's like, for me, it's like, why don't you just, do a couple sit-ups and, like, tone up?
Yeah, I look at you and I'm just like, if you just change a couple things and you'd be like a normal.
Right, you're like, you're a lazy asshole, you're so close. But, with them, it's just like, you know what? You just embraced your fatness and you went with it. And, kudos to you, man. Honorary boobs. Yeah, I mean,
It is true.
Always got boobs. Boobs are
True.
fun. Everyone likes them.
I don't like fat guy boobs though.
I'm not the biggest.
Hey, if the wife in the relationship needs to take a break, the man can come right in there and do what he's got to do.
The man's ear.
Yeah.
Or the bro.
Yeah.
That brings me to a point. Like, different fat people are different. Like, some people, like, they have they have the man boobs, and some people, like, are just totally skinny, and then they have, like, this huge beer belly. Like, people store their fat in different places. It's very weird.
You ever see a really skinny guy with just this immense stomach, and you're like, how does that happen?
Yeah, and they don't have boobs. They have, like, skinny arms, but their stomach is, like, obscene.
I think that's someone with a disease.
You can't get that in liver disease. I guess maybe they have a liver disease.
I saw a guy with just really fat upper arms. And, like, not much else. It was like, the fat upper arm where you wave and you get that, like, secondhand wobble below your arm. But the rest of him wasn't that fat, so I don't know. Disproportionately fat people are just creepy.
I agree.
Bingo wings. Haven't heard of that one before. I don't know. Oh, yeah, Meatloaf is definitely another awesome fat guy.
Yeah.
What about Fat Albert?
Fat, well, he was fictitious, but he was cool fat.
For fake fat guys, he was pretty cool.
I mean, his name was Fat, and
Yeah,
Albert. I mean,
it's because he wasn't real, so he could name himself whatever.
Well,
he wanted.
no, Fat Joe has fat in his name, but he's not cool because he made Return of the Mac, and that's one of the worst songs I've ever heard. So he is not. He doesn't fit in with the cool fat rule. I guess if you're really fat, it's acceptable, but if you make a shitty song, then it negates your cool fatness.
Yeah, like Meatloaf, he uses his fatness. Like, I think helps his voice.
And he would do anything for love.
Yeah.
or for Meatloaf.
But he won't do that. Automatic dibs. Automatic dibs. Well, there's you guys are eating a pizza and there's one slice left.
I would try to take it so that I could, But
if the fat guy took it, you'd be like, yeah.
It
you are
would
the
make
fat
sense.
guy. Yeah.
It would make sense. It's funny. It's because fat guys are slow, but in terms of food, they're really quick.
You just want to make sure though you get in front of him on a buffet line.
It's like fat people, they don't have much speed, but whatever speed they have, they use it for obtaining food.
You know what? I disagree. You want to be behind a fat guy in a buffet line because the fat guy is just going to grab a spoonful of everything. He just stick and move. He's going to take. He's not going to pause.
They're fast.
You get behind
this. Eat all that shit.
You get behind
the
skinny.
The chicken with broccoli, and they
but
take
the
the
skinny
chicken
guys.
broccoli, and then
No,
you
but
scoot, and you're
the
not going to have any chicken with broccoli.
The skinny guys are picky, so they'll be like. You have to watch them shoot
Yeah, the skinny people they stand in front of it and they debate. Well, I don't know if I want this. Maybe 1 piece, 2 piece. They're like they're wishy-washy. You know, fat guys, I'm just taking a quick. of everything.
They're quick. I mean, when there's food around, they move, man.
Yeah. What else we got? Replacement of furniture?
That's a bad thing, isn't it?
You mean, I see, like the fat...
So they break the furniture?
No, apparently the fat serves as furniture.
Right, like you don't need coffee tables, you just put it on your stomach. You got a bag of chips, you just rest it, you save money.
That's impressive. Like, that's pretty far gone fat. Like,
yeah,
if you're resting drinks on your belly, like...
You have to be pretty fat for that one, but it is a good point. You know, you can get away with less furniture. The rest of them, I don't think are really good.
Yeah, you know what? This was kind of disappointing as a list.
I think it started off strong.
Yeah.
Now we're talking about airplane rights, and you're getting all preachy on me. I don't know.
Advanced understanding of alcohol. I didn't even understand that.
Yeah.
Inherent understanding of fine.
Oh no! I see. Understanding of fine dining, because you're going to take his advice as to where to eat, because you don't want a skinny person's advice to where to eat, because they're going to bring you to like a salad place or vegan bullshit.
I think I know my restaurants.
You are an exception to the rule. The professor here is really, really skinny, but he can put down food. I don't know how that works. You just have one of those freak metabolisms where it's just not fair. Probably.
Well, I think part of being fat is eating the wrong things, like in terms of, I guess they probably know where all the good food is, but not the healthy food. That's their problem.
Aren't those one and the same?
They're actually what?
Like good food is the unhealthy food.
Oh, I said healthy. But
healthy. Okay.
Yeah. I was like, good food is generally not the healthy food.
Yeah. Unfortunately, that's the truth. Facebook murder sparks privacy plea. Now, what happened is a 17-year-old, 18-year-old went to meet two random men she met on Facebook.
Mistake number one.
Right.
Okay.
And there was only one mistake because she died. So that was the only mistake.
Yeah, but that's a huge mistake.
It's a big mistake. But now they're talking about like, Facebook's got to change their the privacy rights.
But that has nothing to do with privacy.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if you're private. Like, if you accept a friend request from two strange men and then meet them.
Yeah, I mean...
It's not Facebook's fault.
No, it's totally not. I mean, you can meet them through the internet in so many other ways. I think this whole, like, outcry over privacy is stupid anyway. It's like I put the stupidest information on Facebook. Like, if people really want to know, like, the stuff I put on Facebook, like, they're welcome to it because it's stupid. It's like, I don't put my credit card on my Facebook account. I don't put, like, any vital information on there. Maybe my birthday, like, fine, hide that. But, like, the shit I put on Facebook, like, if anyone cares, like, they're welcome to it, because, like, I don't really hold anything in Facebook as private information, Like, if it's private, I don't put it on Facebook,
Yeah, I'm glad people put their birthdays on, though, because I wouldn't know anybody's birthday if it wasn't for Facebook.
Right, I'm just saying, like, maybe you could use that in terms of information to, like, for something else, like
you still have to go meet the person.
If it wasn't for Facebook, I wouldn't know people's
I'm talking about like
social security number or blood type.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. Yeah. So I'm just saying, like a birthday. Birthday is like a piece of information people could use for like credit card, whatever, what have you. But like, most stuff on Facebook is retarded. Like, oh yeah, I like I like the following TV shows. Do I care if someone knows that? No, I don't give a shit.
Yeah, the fact that your ham sandwich was slightly dry for lunch doesn't help you get in the back of my van. You actually have to put in some effort for that.
Yeah,
so
I mean...
It's not Facebook's fault. But, everyone's like, oh my God, she met the guy through Facebook. You know what? People met each other through Friendster. People met each other through MySpace.
You can meet someone at a bar and then meet them up the next day and get murdered too. I mean, that probably happens too.
Yeah, let's ban laundromats because some girl was washing her clothes and got a guy's number and he stabbed her eyeball.
Got picked up at a supermarket. Ban supermarkets,
Yeah. Just ban Earth.
Yeah. Ban people. Like, ban talking to people. Don't talk to strangers. If you never talk to a stranger, you would never make friends. So it's like...
You'd also never get murdered, though.
Yeah, well,
Everyone should just have to lay down on their living room floor in the fetal position, and then nobody get murdered. See, we solved it. We solve problems here.
I mean, to be honest, there's an inherent risk in meeting any person, and it's survival of the fittest. I mean, if you can't pick up on signs that someone is totally insane, then
right. From the look of this girl, she wasn't very fit anyway.
Yeesh.
Whoa, that's rough.
It's too soon.
Yeah, too soon.
You know, if you're meeting random guys, at least do some track and field first. You know, get away easier.
So there's no top 10 for Fat Girls website, is there?
No, I don't have that.
No.
Next week,
I'm sure there is. It's out there somewhere.
Next week we'll do the top 10 ways not to get murdered.
Yeah.
All 10 are don't meet random people on the internet. Okay, we just did it this week. Fuck,
Yeah.
now I have nothing for next week.
Shit.
I always show my hand too soon.
Well, you'll have to deal with the silence next week then.
Yeah. Next week will be Mimecast. Show up with a doll. What do people think of Facebook? I don't know. Are you guys on it a lot?
Yeah, I'm on it. I'm not, I check it. I get bored a lot. I mean, especially at work. It's one of the sites I can go on. So, like, we recently have people, like, I have people that I sort of order around and they do stuff, and I sort of wait for them to do stuff. So, in the meantime, to pass the time, I go on Facebook, Mm-hmm. I'm on it more when I'm at work than when I'm at home. Because at work, I'm kind of like a captive audience. Like, there's not a whole lot of other stuff to do. It's kind of boring overall. I mean, if you check it every couple days, it could be a couple interesting things. But other than that, for me personally, like I generally just put up something if I say something funny or I find something funny on the internet, I'll put it up. Mm-hmm. Sometimes it'll spark conversation, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
And if I see something that someone else put up that's interesting, I'll remark on it. I don't know. I mean, I feel like people make it up. It's just like a % of your daily stuff. It's fine, but
some people just abuse
holy
it.
Crap! Who is this person?
This is a maniac.
Oh wait, I know this person.
Yeah,
I went to high school with
Don't
him.
give names. I'm just showing you an example of how not to Facebook.
Yeah.
Don't say what you're eating for lunch, when you're going to sleep, when you wake up, if you can't sleep.
I am glad I'm not friends with this person.
Yeah, I had to hide.
Yeah, you're hidden.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's like, yes, you went to bed, but, so does every other person on the planet, so,
Some people I do hope meet random people on the internet, and this is one person. All right, next topic. Or you guys want to talk about Facebook some more?
No, I mean, overall, I think Facebook's just
this
boring.
one's pretty cool. A 2-year-old that smokes 40 cigarettes a day.
Yeah, you guys want to talk about a 2-year-old that smokes 40 cigarettes a day? We could do that. I actually have audio with this one.
I actually say that's quite impressive.
Yeah, even if you're a grown person, 40 cigarettes a day is kind of...
I don't know. I kind of have to be like, cheers,
Video is taking the web world by storm. We found it on YouTube, and it shows a 2-year-old child.
He only smokes when he drinks.
All right, first of all... What is it? The Today Show? You found your news source on YouTube? We found it on YouTube. I heard that correctly, right?
On YouTube, and it shows.
Yep. We found it on YouTube.
Yeah.
Way to go, investigative journalism. Cutting edge stuff. You know
I
what?
actually think, like network news, all this news stuff is kind of outdated. Like, how many people, like, our age, like, wait for the 6 o'clock news to, like, listen to their news or the Today Show?
I do that every day.
Yeah?
No, I'm not.
I was like, wait. No, anyway, it's like, I feel like now, like, these guys are just using what everyone else uses, which is just internet, YouTube, news sites, Anyway.
A 2-year-old child smoking. This is Artie Reisel, a 2-year-old Sumatran baby who reportedly smokes some 40 cigarettes a day. The tot allegedly began his addiction at just 18 months. And the government...
This kid is...
How is he... That's perfect form.
First of all, I've never seen anybody smoke a cigarette that fast in my entire life. That is...
Are there parents around, or what is going on
here?
The
father says he doesn't see any problem.
Reportedly offered to buy his parents a car if the child stops his habit. But his parents claim he gets angry without his smokes.
Well, yeah, he's going through nicotine withdrawal.
Oh, a little shit 2-year-old gets mad when he doesn't get something he wants. That's the disadvantage of being 2. You take shit away and you say no.
Well, also, he's going through nicotine withdrawal. I mean,
Who gave him the first cigarette? That's
I know.
I don't know.
Of course he's going to get cranky. I mean, any kind of, if you stop smoking, people get cranky, and it's a 2-year-old, so they're going to get really cranky because they're always cranky. So
no, I don't know how. Apparently, in Sumatra, this is how they do it. The parents are completely irresponsible, so they offer the parents a car if they stop being irresponsible. How about take the kid away and punch them in the tooth.
Holy crap.
That's pretty effective, right?
That kid's not going to live till 7. I mean, I've never even heard of that. He's going to have a heart attack by the time he's a teenager.
Yeah, first of all, the kid's like already 100 pounds.
Yeah,
he's 2 years old.
Obese.
They should...
He's probably heavier than the professor.
Cool? Is that cool fat?
I think he weighs more than the professor.
Probably.
The kid is almost cool fat. Yeah, he is.
He's got to be like... He's got to be like 100 pounds. No, he's probably not.
That's a big fucking baby.
That is a big baby. Probably not 100 pounds, but still, that's big.
Busy and sick. The boy's 30-year-old father admits that his son is a tad overweight because of smoking, but he adds, he looks pretty healthy to me.
He doesn't know the meaning of the word tad.
Or healthy.
Yeah. He needs a thesaurus. I'm gonna mail it. Give me his address. I'll mail him.
He doesn't know the meaning of words.
See the problem. Or todayshow.com.
Oh, yeah.
Or he doesn't know the meaning of the word problem either.
Yeah. During that 30-second news thing, that kid smoked like an entire cigarette. The kid was just chain smoking away.
Basically, the statement that the father gave, like, he didn't know the meaning of any of those words.
Yeah, pretty much. Thank you very much.
Give me my martini cup.
Thank you.
So we should talk about the martinis as you get them and like what the actual flavors are. A little bit more rating system here.
Oh, wait till the next
one. When she comes back with the next martini, for those people who joined us late, my girlfriend is bartending next week, and they asked her to come up with a really good martini recipe. So I'm the test subject, and she's going to periodically come in with martinis, and I'm going to rate them.
And drink them. Drink them and
drink them all. Usually a taste test is you take a sip, but I take a sip and then finish the glass.
Martinis. Yeah. Apparently you gulp them.
That's how Jay does alcohol. I've never seen Jay like just sip like.
I'm too Irish. I can't.
Yeah, it's like he sips. It's like sip, 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 chug.
Yeah. my sips are full mouthfuls. I can't help it. Alcohol's fun.
It is.
Except
last week.
Alcohol was not fun last week.
That was probably fun when you did it. Just wasn't fun afterwards.
That's true. But the next 48 hours was the worst. Yeah. Okay, we're going to need to take a break in a minute. But first we'll talk about the pigeon that got arrested.
Pigeon.
Because what is wrong with other countries? Really, I know our country is kind of our country's really fucked up, but we would not arrest a pigeon. Other countries, we did a story a couple weeks ago.
I know this country because I happen to be of origin from that country. No, but this country's pretty fucked up with their law enforcement in general. I've noticed that when I've been there. But anyway,
we did a story a couple weeks ago where this guy was trying to rob a car and the police saw him and they ran after him. And they swore that the guy turned into a sheep. And they arrested the sheep. And they paraded the sheep around town because they were proud that they apprehended the subject.
It's a sheep.
This is like real. I'm not making it like this happens on Earth. Why? They should just they should fire the country really.
This is unrelated, but I was listening to the radio and they were talking about this priest in India who apparently hadn't eaten or drinking for like days and weeks and was still living, and then they actually like took him, they isolated him and observed him like live without eating, and he actually did. And I don't know, I never actually looked it up, like I just heard this on the radio. I don't know if we could see if we could find something about it, but
during the break we'll find it, which will have to be soon because these martinis are starting to catch up with me. I'm going to need a little breather to get my sorts back.
Before we go, LeBron James, if you're listening, you should come to New York, being that they advertise this everywhere else.
I don't want him in New York.
Why? So he can mess up the playoffs?
So he can quit on the...
he's listening. They say this on like all the, the Metro News.
So he can quit on the team in Game 6 of the playoffs?
They'll make it to Game 6 of the playoffs.
Well, not if he's on the Knicks, but...
That would be a huge improvement for the Knicks, to be honest.
I'd be fine with that.
The LeBron James hype, I'm sure it's gotten overseas by now. It's just out of control. The Long Island newspaper has a LeBron countdown to when he becomes a free agent. Every day they're like, there's only 39 days left. And
first of all,
then he won't sign with the New York team. It's just unbelievable.
I mean, first of all, like, you know, there's so many like teams that are up, you know, that would be up for it anyway. It's like the chance that he ends up in New York is like, you know, who knows?
who cares?
Yeah.
Who cares? Then you have one good guy and a bunch of schmucks anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
I don't like this whole age of like, you know, if you're gonna be good, you have to just buy the best player. It's like, what happened to like drafting well and, you know, just having good players?
Well,
you
the
know?
teams that do that still win the championships.
Yeah.
It's just the idiot franchises that come
Yeah.
out of New York that think they can
Just buy everybody.
buy everybody, and it doesn't work, really. Thank you. The
Oh.
first...
It's too much for me.
Too much vermouth? Great. The first martini was pretty good. The second one was better, but the last couple sips tasted a little salty.
Well, what kind of martini is this?
It's
Then?
olive in there.
The olives are salty?
Olives are salty. Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. I don't eat olives.
Yeah,
Okay.
olives are salty.
So is this one going to be gross because it has too much vermouth?
No, I mean, if you're a hardcore of like martini drinker, you may not like it.
Oh, okay. I'm not a
But you
hardcore
have
martini
no
drinker,
idea
so I might
about
like it.
martini, So just drink it.
All right. Yeah, it's, you know, okay. I'll let you know my review after this one. Thank you. So this is another martini. It's apparently has too much vermouth, but I wouldn't know because I don't drink vermouth. So.
Yeah. What were we talking about, LeBron?
No, I don't want to talk about LeBron. Fuck LeBron.
Yeah, that was enough talk. I was just
We lose 100 listeners every time we start
Yeah.
talking about basketball. Yeah. Do you want tips on starting a new show? Somebody in the chat room is starting a new show.
Tips on starting a new show.
Mhm.
Oh, because this is like super successful and they want to be like this.
Yeah, I mean they have 0 listeners now,
Okay.
and they want 10. Don't you want to get up to 10 listeners?
Yeah. All right.
Come on.
Tips.
drink.
Have
during
people
the
on the show that
podcast.
don't prepare at all, and have
during
there
the
be
podcast.
lots of silence. And oh wait, no, that's not a good thing.
No. First of all, no. There's You want me to give tips to the Stephen Cliff show too? Burn.
Yeah, wait. Is that?
Stephen Cliff is a successful podcast.
Yeah, you're
He
insulting
doesn't-
the Stephen Cliff show by saying that the show could give me pointers.
Conveniently 30 seconds after he left the show. He left the chat room. No, first of all, you want to get decent equipment. You don't have to get really good equipment, but my first few episodes was I had shitty equipment and the show sounded tinny, and people are impatient these days and they want a decent sounding podcast. I love how I'm giving advice because my show has such a huge following, but whatever. Number 2, definitely write out a loose plan of show notes, because if you just
Scrubs like us come and we don't have anything prepared.
right, if you have co-hosts that show up and with nothing, then you have to talk for a full hour and a half, and sometimes you don't have any show notes, and then you're screwed. And then you just try and wing it, and it doesn't work like right now.
Or there's silence while we drink.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, that's the other thing. Don't synchronize your drinking.
Ready?
That seems to always happen.
Two.
You have a bunch of co-hosts, and
L'chaim.
you say something, you go for a drink, and then everyone starts drinking. You gotta stagger it.
Staggered drinking, that's the key to life.
Now our dollar is worth shit now, so he's saying he wants to spend $100, which is
A
like
couple $100, I guess.
$7,000 US now. We're like
All right,
our dollar is like the Mexican peso at this point.
Yeah. I don't think it's that. But anyway, I think
Not
it's
until China says we want all our money back, and we're like, well, we don't have $47 trillion, and then our dollar is worth a nickel.
Yeah.
So he has a couple $100 apparently.
Yeah, well, no, $100. $100.
Well, 100 pounds or 100.
Yeah, but he's over there, so it's what it is, right?
Yeah, but stuff might be. I mean, the stuff might be less of their unit than here. I don't know.
I spent $1,000,
Okay.
but I waited a really long time until everyone listened to the show, deemed it shitty, and then I bought the equipment. which is what I'm saying. Get the equipment first, because if you start off shitty, people just say, "Oh, that's that shitty show."
Right. Yeah.
Because nobody gives a show
Why
a second
don't they
chance.
have a show called that? That would be great.
Shitty show?
Yeah.
Yeah. Then if it's shitty, you're like, well,
there's no
shitty.
gambling or anything.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know what it's
You know,
about.
We expect a good show.
I think the key to everything is to lower expectations, and then you can't disappoint people.
Yeah. Just change the name of this show to Good Once in a While. Sometimes it
shit.
sucks. And...
Not that.
You're listening to this, so you must not have anything better to do, so deal with it.
Yeah.
That's the name of the show. Or that could be the name of someone else's show.
And I do recommend doing a Ustream or Stick'em kind of sucks because they gave this one guy like an HD feed 24 hours a day and it eats all the bandwidth. So if you do a show on there now, it's all choppy. Ustream is pretty good though. So I recommend doing that. You get a little bit of interaction. Sometimes that helps. Maybe you get an online number, like our awesome phone number here, which I can't remember. Because
what is this ad?
Yeah, the most random shit shows up.
They like dress for grown-ups.
Yeah, so that's my starter tips. If you have any other questions, you can email me at brinkofsanityshow.com.
Yeah, that's me.
No, that's not an email address. I said you can email me at brinkofsanityshow.com. That's not an email address.
Oh, yeah, I didn't catch that. Oh,
thebrinkofsanity@gmail.com.
That's an email address.
Or you can leave a voicemail at 631-676-1181.
Yeah. Half of what Jay says isn't true because he's totally wasted.
I lie a lot. And the parts where I'm not lying, I'm just really drunk. So I may have the intention of truths, but they're actually falsalities.
Yeah.
We need a break.
Yeah.
Let's take a break.
Yeah, let's break from this shit.
We'll be right back after... We're not going to play... we don't have any sponsors, so we'll be right back after this awesome song. All right, we're back. That was
We're back, baby.
one of the quickest breaks
Right.
in Brink of Sanity history.
We decided not to. We decided not to suck.
Can I talk about my? Can I talk about my break? You know, how people do on Facebook and stuff and Twitter.
Yeah, what did
all
you
that
do
stuff?
during your break?
I drank beer and I took a shit and I was trying to wipe my ass and my ass.
You did a lot during that 4-minute break. And yeah, a little
What just
too
happened?
graphic.
Sorry, I shouldn't.
Let's start over. Hey, welcome back from the break.
Yeah. Remember, we wanted not to suck. Yeah. All right.
All right. That was the point.
Yeah. All right.
What did
I
you...
thought you misheard me.
Yeah. He said, I drank beer and then I came back into the room. Right?
Correct.
Yes. Good. All right. So we're back. And we were discussing... how awesome my new neighborhood is with a lot of good food.
Yes.
And then the subject of your neighborhood came up.
Oh yeah. Well, I was talking to your girlfriend, and she works out in the area where I live. Some of the time now, and I was trying to find a good sushi place because where I live is all Italian places. Like it's in
Long Island, really?
Yeah. Surprising, right?
Mm.
Every place is a pizza place or some variation of a pizza place. So then,
or a really shitty Chinese place.
So the closest,
which is everywhere.
Every couple of weeks I get this craving for sushi. Because I was used to when I lived in the city every now and then eating it, and then
what's funny? Like one of the first episodes we did together, we both talked about how much we hate sushi. And
I know.
Now we both eat it once a week.
Yeah. Anyway,
it's funny.
So I was like, what's wrong with this area? Like, there's not a single Japanese restaurant for miles. Like, it's 10, 20 miles. So the one that I found that's closest is about 10 to 15 miles away. And I guess your girlfriend knows. So the place is called Tony Sushi. So
Hey, bada bing.
Exactly. So the closest sushi place to where I live is got an Italian name on it.
Do they have sashimi parmesan?
I wish.
That's the worst name of a
Sauce
sushi
and
place.
salmon.
Actually, no. But if they had
Yeah.
sashimi parmesan, though, I would kind of like it.
Yeah.
I love Italian food, by the way. But I can't eat it every day.
Instead of the seaweed, they use eggplant. That's the worst name for a sushi place I've ever heard in my entire life. Tony's Sushi.
What I think it is just how Asian people tend to have American. It's just some Asian guy named Tony.
Yeah, it's probably Tony Wong or whatever.
Yeah,
but,
Tony Yamaguchi.
Yeah, but
Sushi
that's
place.
not what you name a sushi place.
Yeah, I know.
Use your last name next time, idiot.
Yeah.
Professor, you had a story for us?
Oh, I was just going to mention something recently that happened that, I don't know, it wasn't funny at the time, but pretty damn hilarious.
I'm sure it'll
when
be
I
funny
told
now.
people.
Yeah.
I'll say. Basically, I got into a Mets game about a month ago, and there was a little bit of a rain delay, And basically, I'd gone up to the Caesars Club. They have these clubs at Citi Field.
Citi Field is the Mets stadium.
Yes.
Yeah, I was there recently, too.
And, so, we figured we'd go up to the Caesars Club and have some dinner because there was a rain delay and it was raining and everything. So we get back to our seats and I go to grab something out of my bag and I was like, oh shit, my bag, it's not there. I must have left it at the Caesars Club. So I go back up to the Caesars Club and, I mentioned, I left my bag. Can I get it? And the guy goes, oh, there's a security guard up front. And he goes, no, sorry, sir, it's closed. I was like, I just got to get my bag, that's all. And then this guy next to me said, oh shit, you're the one with the bag. And I was like, what the hell does that mean? And I go, security guard, what are you talking about? I said, I just left the bag here. And he said, apparently NYPD cop was in there and he comes in and he's like, you left the bag in here? He's like, why don't you come in here? So he has me go into the Caesars Club and I go in there and there's drug sniffing dogs and all this stuff in there.
You left an unattended bag?
So apparently they, to sum up a long story there, they thought I was a terrorist.
Yeah.
So they found my bag. They were like, "Where's your bag?" So I mentioned the bag, and they're like, "What's in the bag?" And I was like, I'm a professor. I was like,
bombs and drugs.
Yeah.
And the lesson plan book
cocaine.
and shoes, and inside the shoes is a bomb. No, I'm sorry. No, it's just shoes and a lesson plan book,
vials of nitroglycerin.
And. Yeah, so this guy, you had the serious cop.
Had the data card that had like the Russian secrets or something.
You should have just said documents.
Yeah.
So what kind of secret documents?
You should have been like, it's nothing. You gotta trust me.
Yeah.
You like all Jack Bauer and shit.
Yeah.
So there was still some funny cops in there that were like, telling
So
me
did they look through it?
Well, they made me open up the bag.
Okay.
And they looked through it, and they were like, they gave me a little lecture,
About what?
on how, on how this day and age, any attended bag they have to search.
Okay.
They have to close the entire place. Now, being that
I
I am a
would've been
Mets fan, but I am proud of the fact that Wilpon lost several $1,000s off of this because they had to evacuate the Caesars Club. But
who's Wilpon?
he's the owner of the Mets.
He's the owner of the Mets.
Oh, okay.
So he lost money. Sorry.
Oh, that's why it was closed?
Sorry, Jeff Wilpon, if you're...
That's why it was closed?
They closed it because they thought my bag had a bomb in it.
They closed the whole area? You left that hilarious part of the
Club.
story out.
They closed the entire club.
That's pretty funny.
I caused the whole terrorism incident.
Wow.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I'm sorry that you're walking in.
So they lectured you, and all you did was forget a bag?
Basically. And some of the cops were laughing nearby that said a lot of people want to kick your ass, and there were a bunch of guys in there yelling at me that I owed them a beer or something. I don't care. But
because you forgot a bag?
Yeah, and apparently, a friend of mine emailed me something. They closed an entire section at Citi Field because of a camera bag that was left. They closed an entire section a different day. I think it was like the Excelsior section or something like that at Citi Field, and they closed the entire section because of a lost camera bag. And you know what was in it? A camera. So, yeah. I mean, I'm glad they're doing their job and everything. And, at first I had brief glimpses of thinking, shit, I hope I don't get arrested or anything. I don't think I would, because, it's a bag.
I just
but
think...
when I came back, I was laughing hysterically.
Yeah, I just think it's stupid that they're busting your ass. I mean, people forget shit. It happens all the time.
It happens to me all the time. I'm surprised this is the first time.
Yeah, I mean, it's, whatever. I mean, I don't understand how they freak out. I can understand, like, take it seriously, look through it, make sure it's nothing, but...
I'm very proud of you.
To close a whole section.
Yeah, you closed down an entire section of a baseball game. That's awesome.
Thank you.
This is what happens in New York since
Actually, can we plan a field trip to just go to a Mets game and just forget bags everywhere?
That's what I wanted to do. Each one of you guys has to leave a bag. Can we just future incidents.
Can we just get donation from people? Like someone just donate some bags. Mm-hmm. And we'll just go and leave it at Citi Field and just...
Unless any police officers are listening, then we will not do that.
Yeah, we will not do that.
Absolutely not. And people with beards and...
Yeah. Let's all not shave for a month and then just leave bags all over.
Yeah.
Well, is that even a crime? I mean, leaving a bag around that has nothing in it, is that like... I mean, like I can't even...
They have the... What I want to know is, I want to know the person that pointed this out.
Yeah.
I want to know if someone pointed this out.
It's like, fine, search it, whatever, what have you, but there's no actual crime. I mean, you can't come up with a crime. Like,
did they get the little mechanical robot to, like, the bomb squad?
They had a bunch of dogs in there and everything, and they were actually calling the bomb squad at the time, because this one cop goes up to the other one and says, do we still get the bomb squad? And they said, no, he's going to open up the bag. So apparently it was, I don't know.
So they're afraid to open up the bag, I guess.
Yeah, they weren't going to open up the bag. They had me open up the bag. And, it was nothing in there.
I would open up the bag. You know why? Nobody's going to terrorist attack a freaking Mets game.
I will tell you, though, about half the state would probably be happy, though, at Citi Field. You know, not a lot of Met fans around here. Mostly Yankee fans.
But, I mean, they're going to do, like, a financial district or, like, Times Square. They're not going to do a friggin' baseball game. Why would you do a baseball game?
That's a major landmark in New York, so...
I guess. I don't know. I just feel like Times Square and, like, Wall Street are much bigger targets. What are you going to do if you blow up, you know, a couple fat Spanish guys on steroids? Which is baseball players, by the way. That's what baseball is. Come on, let's just admit it. It's not racist. It's not generalizing.
Maybe I was trying to transport steroids. Or crack or something. I don't know.
So you left your bag at, like, the restaurant and
that was right where I was sitting. That was it. Yeah. I want to know, though, who called that.
I mean, these guys, like, they make
weird.
Such a big deal, but they must have known that it's just someone that just left their bag. I mean,
you know what, though? In this day, I mean, in age, this was before the Times Square incident.
Yeah, you know, I can understand them taking it seriously.
I'm glad they took that seriously.
But, you know, in their mind, they must have known that this is probably nothing. You know,
where were you sitting, though?
I had excellent seats, actually.
Okay. I was gonna say
seats.
Okay, I was gonna say if you were in the upper decks, you know, like the terrace.
Well, he went up to the restaurant,
but I did go up to the restaurant there, which is, I believe, one of the middle decks.
Mm-hmm. I still think it's a way. It's such an overreaction.
No, that's what I say. It's like, I don't know. I mean, people leave stuff around all the time. I mean, it's going to happen. It's going to continue to happen.
That's what I told them. I said, I apologize for causing something.
Yeah, thanks for the lecture, but I didn't actually mean to do that.
So that it happens.
It wasn't like a conscious decision.
I am a very forgetful person.
Yeah, when you leave something, it's an act of. It's not a conscious act.
I'm pretty sure I've left stuff over your apartments in the past.
Yeah. Oh yeah, everyone has. I have like a whole collection of stuff, like
including me. I'm sure I've passed out in your place and forgot my own stuff.
Everyone leaves beers. I remember when we were living together, like everyone would buy like 6 beers and drink 2 of them and leave them here, which is like because they forgot they couldn't drink them all.
Did you call the police?
Right.
Yeah. Exactly.
It could have been like nitroglycerin in there. Who knows?
Exactly. I don't drink beer, and I have 6 kinds of beer in the fridge right now from all this.
Magically appear there.
And a Red Sox hat.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, you want to burn it later?
Yeah, probably. I think we're gonna. I was gonna say something really good, and then I forgot.
Yeah, that damn martini.
Yeah, these martinis. Now I'm on martini number 4. I don't know if I'm just drunk, or maybe this is the best martini ever. I can't tell. I think my rating system is going away. Now I see why they test
alcohol
them.
gets better I feel like whenever you drink the same drink over and over, they always get better.
Yeah, that's why I guess when they're rating drinks, they like taste them and that's
But I do notice if you switch drinks, then it's not true. Like, if I'm drinking a couple of Captain and Cokes and I drink beer, I'll be like, ugh, like at first. But if you keep drinking the same thing over and over again, you start liking it more and more.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I've noticed.
I think you should, like in the defensive driving class that I take them, they show that video, when they get people drunk purposely, and then they have them operate vehicles to see how bad they are after all the drinks.
Mm-hmm.
Shit's hilarious, man. That's what they should close the street out.
Do they pay you for that?
I don't know, but that'd be a pretty damn cool job.
Wait.
What I need is...
Wait, they get people drunk and have them drive? Isn't that, totally ridiculous?
Well, it's in a parking lot, and it's all, coned off, but that's fun, man.
I would want to do that, too.
What I need is a copy of those videos with Benny Hill music in the background. I would watch that all day. They should release those to the public.
That'd be hilarious, man. That would...
They do have those...
the best of the videos. They should show that too, like the lost clips of the video, like in the DVDs. Like they should have DVDs of this.
Mm-hmm.
And that should be like the funny side of it. There we go, yeah.
Splat bleep. Splat bleep.
I remember this stuff, watching it.
Yeah, Benny Hill is...
Those videos were funny.
It's one of those shows, though, where if you own, a season, you really get the point for the rest of the series. It's not like you're missing out.
No, it's.
I
can't. I remember watching it as a kid. I thought it was funny, but
I think the only point of getting the different seasons though is to view the different girls in each season.
Yeah, it really just is a show of old perverts.
Yeah,
pretty much.
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
No, there's nothing wrong with that.
Even as a kid, though, I was like, this shit's not funny until they do the fast motion.
I was thinking, like,
chasings.
if you're an old creepy guy and you like hot girls, you have to be a pervert. Like, that's the only thing you can be.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Because if you are going after the hot girls and you're old and weird, then you're a pervert by definition.
Yeah, exactly.
So, I mean, you can't blame them, really.
Yeah. So, what were we talking... Oh, we were talking before about people who drink vodka through their eyeballs.
Yes, I heard about this. This is not really drink. It's just shoot vodka through their eyeballs. Basically,
Basically, you take a bottle of vodka and you pour it
into your eye,
into your eyeball.
You may think, I don't know what you would think about it, but you may think maybe it doesn't hurt as much as it sounds. No, it hurts.
No, it does.
It hurts like 100 times worse, probably. And then they were talking, like, there was this article that I read. Basically, every time like someone does this, whoever this is, basically risks losing their eyesight permanently.
Oh, that's worth it. To get drunk 7 minutes faster than you would...
Yeah. Yeah, so it's painful, you risk your eyesight, and you get drunk a little bit quicker. Yeah,
right.
Sounds like something I would do.
For the people requesting a Chuck Norris story, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is based on a true story. Chuck Norris once swallowed a whole turtle, and then he crapped it out. The turtle was 6 feet tall, and he had learned karate. All right. Back to the vodka story.
What just happened? Did that really just happen?
That really just happened.
Holy crap.
Yeah. So, people,
I'm just going to ignore that.
People drink vodka through their eyeball, and there's videos of this, and...
It's basically what you would think. Like these, idiot teenagers, early 20s, whatever, doing this. And
I just really, really hope that, like...
They get blind?
Yes.
I would love that.
That would be hilarious. And they have that little...
a video that comes out 2 months later
Did
saying,
you see this?
don't do this at
Henry,
all.
have you seen this?
I have not seen this. I'm really curious.
Yeah,
I don't know how the audio is going to come out on this.
Well, at least the professor can see it.
I don't...
You could mute the video. I just have the professor see it.
Mute the audio?
Yeah, I mean the audio. Sorry.
Yeah.
Just have the professor see it because I think he's the only one that hasn't seen this yet.
All right, I haven't heard that Chuck Norris one. That's pretty funny. Chuck Norris created the giraffe when he uppercutted a horse.
Oh.
See, it's like you gotta see it.
Oh, man.
You gotta see it, and they keep doing it. And there's apparently...
I like how the other two people have no reaction in the room.
Well, they're doing it too.
They all do it.
So they obviously can't see him.
The professor's watching a video of... I'm going to put, actually, in the chat room, I'm going to put the link to people drinking vodka through their eyeballs, which is not very cool, really.
And this isn't just these guys. Apparently, there's multiple videos of multiple people doing it. Apparently, it's some sort of phenomenon.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can call it phenomenon, because phenomenons, I think, are something good. This is more of
Do not try this at home.
Yeah.
That's like the other thing. What were they like shit in a jar and they wait for the gas to? Did you hear about that one?
No.
They do something where like they shit in a jar and they wait for the gas to build up, and then they open it and smell it, and the methane gas gets you fucked up, or there's something like that. It involves shit. It involves inhaling gas.
Look it up.
What am I going to Google? Inhale shit gas?
Sure, just do it.
All right, let's see.
See if it works. See if it works.
What's the first webpage that comes up?
If anyone else, by the way, knows of this,
it came up.
Let us know.
Did
I fucking tell you? You could type anything into
Google's
this.
awesome.
Inhale shit gas worked. Jankum, it's what it's called.
You gotta love Google.
It's called huffing your own shit gas. Yeah, you let a bottle of shit. You let a bottle of shit ferment in the sun, and then you inhale it.
Oh, dude, look at that!
Oh no!
And then apparently you get really, really fucked up.
This is a classy show.
Oh
by the way.
Man!
This show is all about class.
Yeah.
Wait, there's this T-shirt that says "Bitches don't know about my jankum." Jankum is the shit eating.
Yeah, they don't know.
Shit sniffing, whatever.
They don't know I put shit
They
gas
don't
up my
know.
nose.
Bitches don't know.
You don't even know.
This is just...
You don't know who I am.
I can't believe this exists.
I'm a person that sniffs shit.
Holy crap.
Welcome to the show.
Literally.
We talk about Jankum on the show.
Oh, man.
Now you guys learned a new word of the day.
Yeah. Well, I guess that brings us to
It's a good segue.
another news story I had up.
It's just getting worse and worse.
This just in.
We have just devolved.
This
It's
just
just
in.
getting worse and worse.
New Jersey teen admits to defecating in classmate soda. Now, all right, the headline's pretty funny. The story, though, I got to call this person out. Somebody shits in your soda and you take a sip of it before you know. Somebody shits in your soda and you don't know before you take a sip of it.
Let me
You would
give
say
you-
it would
let me
have
give
this
you an
overwhelming odor that...
Yeah, the soda would probably taste a little off.
Well,
Might
no,
smell a little
but
bit
you
at
wouldn't
the
know that until
beginning.
you tasted it.
But wouldn't it smell a little bit? Like, wouldn't the
I don't know.
rim
Would
of
it?
the bottle
Would
smell
it?
like
I don't
shit?
know.
All right, smell aside. What about the giant log in your cup?
I mean, you must have not noticed it, I guess. I don't know.
How do you not notice that? I don't understand.
Do you think if he noticed it, he would have drank it? I mean, seriously.
No, I don't. But how do you not notice that?
When I was really young,
The big brown marker on the rim.
As a joke, when I was about 8 years old, I had peed in one of my neighbor's lemonade drinks.
Okay, but that's the same color. And
Maybe that was kind of fucked up. But still, like he probably would have drunk it if someone else didn't rat me out about it.
I got it.
But I mean, shit, it was hot. It smelled. I mean, come on, it was.
Sometimes pee doesn't smell.
It was
Maybe your
fresh
pee
pig,
smells.
Man, it was fresh pig.
If it's asparagus pee.
Yeah. Oh man.
No, I got it, though. It took place in Jersey, and Jersey always smells like shit. So he's just like, is this shit? No, I'm in Jersey. It always smells like shit, so my soda's fine. That's what he did.
So apparently, we know.
Basically, it was the water. So no wonder why you would.
Now all the people from Jersey are like, no, Bon Jovi rules.
So apparently, we lost one of the Different Strokes cast members this past week.
Oh, by the way, speaking of that, if you go up to the Burger King over here up the street, the manager looks like Gary Coleman. Swear to God. I was going in there going, "What's up, Gary?" This guy is just, I'm telling you, like carbon copy.
You know, it wouldn't have been too inconceivable before he died that he would be working there, because I don't think he was doing
been his
much.
Yeah, it wasn't up to much else.
I mean, that could have been his best option, by the way. Oh, you know what I was reading the other day about all these celebrities who, sports stars who like basically are bankrupt and like begging for money these days. And no, basically it was like a list of celebrities, sports stars who like they've made like hundreds of millions of dollars in their career, and basically at this point have nothing. And basically a lot of it was just bad real estate investments, just buying all sorts of shit that they don't need. Like remember Latrell Sprewell, who basically was bargaining for his new contract, saying that he needed to feed his family, for a contract of millions of dollars, and apparently, he has no money left. Can you really feel sorry for these guys?
No, you can't.
I mean, come on.
You can't.
I mean, $100 million, Latrell Sprewell, let's take for example, like, he must have made in his career, tens of millions of dollars, if not 100.
But he had his yacht taken away.
Yeah.
That poor baby.
But these guys are like that.
Yeah, it does cost millions of dollars.
These guys are that retarded though, because they bought the stuff, they literally have nothing. Like, they could really be working at the Burger King.
Yeah.
Because they really they didn't even think, okay, like the yacht gets taken away, let's leave like $1 million just for, emergency fund. No, like they spent every last penny, and now they have like zero. Like they're in debt. Basically, a lot of them have like negative millions of dollars.
That's what you call an idiot. Someone in the chat room says, "Did you know that Gary Coleman's dick is bigger than his arm?" Well, did you know that outer space exists because it's afraid to be on the same planet with Chuck Norris? Anyway,
I wasn't very interested in Gary Coleman's dick at all. So I never really thought about it. So
they say celebrities die in threes, and we had Dennis Hopper today.
Really?
Wasn't that yesterday?
I did not know that.
What days are just
Yeah, okay.
frame of mind. For me, it's the same day.
And just finding out
this
about
weekend
this
is like
right
one
now.
day, I guess.
Wow.
I think everyone should watch Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2 in his memory. Even though he was the foil to my heroes in that movie, it was still a great movie.
Well, The Fan.
The Fan?
Was he in the movie The Fan?
Don't know. I don't know the movie.
He was one of the
Fan.
bad guys in the first season of 24.
And I think it was a bad
Was
guy
he?
in The Fan.
Yeah.
That was him? Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
He had an accent and stuff.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
It was pretty cool. I know, it was like so long ago. It was like back in the day. Back in the early 2000s.
Bill Gates is dreading the day that Chuck Norris's PC crashes. We live in an expanding universe. All of it is trying to get away from Chuck Norris. I don't know why these are funny to me. I don't know.
That one's funny. I like that last one.
Dead man in plain sight for 10 hours. You like my segues? They're pretty sweet.
I didn't even notice. I was too drunk to like realize you moved on.
A dead man was slumped at the wheel of a car on a busy street for 10 hours before somebody noticed.
Okay, that's got to be New York. I mean, what other city did
It's happened here before.
It's got to be.
That's not new news.
That's got to be New York. I mean, if there's a city where people don't notice dead guys slumped over in a car, it's got to be this.
That happened here like 2-3 months ago.
The thing about New York is people don't give a shit about anybody. Like, you could just be like lying on the floor, like just like having a seizure, and no one would notice.
I think just people are concerned with their own well-being. I mean, they're concerned about others with themselves first.
Yeah, but less so here than anywhere else.
Death had a near Chuck Norris experience. Oh my god!
No, the Chuck Norris jokes are pretty funny. Like, there's so many of them.
I don't know why they just rule. Yeah. All right. So the guy was. I can't even concentrate.
Wow, is this martini affecting you?
Yeah.
This must be the best one.
I think we're gonna have to end this. You like?
No, they just keep going. They say that Chuck Norris's tears can cure cancer. Too bad he never cries. All right, the guy died, and he was on the street. Next. All right, we did that one. We did that one. Oh yeah, we did vodka eyeballing.
Yeah. See, there's like more than.
Oh, other ways to drink alcohol. Slimming. Does anybody know what slimming is?
No, it's a.
So when you put a tampon in a thing of vodka till it expands, and then you put it back in your vagina, and then.
Well, I don't know what it is because I don't possess a vagina.
Well, I think it also works with your bunghole.
Oh, okay.
I'm
always looking for ways to ingest alcohol through my bunghole.
Well, you know what?
Just in case my mouth, doesn't work anymore. I mean, these are just other areas,
But I think the drinking process is what I like about getting drunk. It's not I need to get drunk so fucking fast that my mind can't even comprehend it. So I need to smell my own shit, or you know.
These are the future heroin addicts, what have you? Like they need to get high faster.
Yeah, I'm just gonna pour liquor into my eyeball. If I don't go blind, I'll get drunk really quick, and it'll be awesome.
Just snorting it, that's gonna be safe.
Yeah, snort vodka, to put it into a mist, intravenous. You fuck ups. Yeah,
drink it naturally. That's what you're supposed to do. Oh, but
hey Doc, could you give that to us intravenously?
Man, I could hook up an IV if you want.
Yeah, it's the whole drinking thing, man.
Yeah.
We'll have to get someone on the show that does it.
I'll hook it up, man. No, I don't want.
Quickest drunk
Goes against
you
my
guys.
oath.
Quickest drunk you guys have gotten. I'm assuming it was in your college years.
Mine was actually after that.
All right, do tell.
Mine was actually, you guys were there. That was the time, I'm pretty sure it was probably more of an alcohol poisoning versus an alcohol drunk story. When I went to the beach bar with you guys, and I think it was after 3 drinks, I was all over the floor.
I would totally say
that was really quick.
One of the quickest times, if not the quickest, would be the time I drank a 40, like in the car ride, which was like half an hour. So I drank a 40 in like half an hour, and I got out of the car and I couldn't stay up. and I was probably like 19 or whatever, or something like that.
I'm proud that I was present for both of your drunken experiences.
Because that's got to be the quickest time.
What does that say about me?
that's got to be the quickest time. I mean,
Yeah, I wouldn't say it was purposely for me. I mean, it was...
Wait, you had 3 drinks and that mayhem happened?
Yeah. Well, look at this guy.
Because I think, I think, I've drunk a lot more than that. I really think someone either slipped something in the drink. I don't know.
Did you have no food or no sleep? Because that's what happened to me last week.
No.
The speed makes
I had sleep, and I believe we ate.
It's like, generally most people don't get too quickly drunk on beer because it takes a while to drink it. But if you like down a 40 within like half an hour, I mean, you'll get wasted. Definitely.
I feel like every time, like when I was single and I was at a club and it was going well for me, one of my friends did something that was not the greatest to, for the situation to progress.
What an asshole. I don't know who that would have been.
This was one of those situations.
You like an anti-wingman?
No, I have anti-wingmen. To me. I was dancing on the dance floor with this girl, and I just see the professor run across the dance floor. As he's running across the dance floor, he turns to me and he goes, "I'm being chased by security guards, and I gotta go." And he just keeps running. That was that night. That was the night you're talking about. Apparently, you were slumped over. There was like an indoor part with a dance floor, and there was an outdoor part with a bunch of like tables and benches. Apparently, you went to one of the tables, slumped over, and like threw up. And then, well, you probably know better than I do because I
know better. Really?
Yeah. Well, maybe not.
I don't know, man. I think you got some more review of me. The only thing I remember is waking up and it was like 4 in the morning.
I was there that day,
but
the problem was we weren't around you the whole time. I just remember like knowing that you were in a corner somewhere, like throwing up. And I think
that was it was almost every table.
Actually, that was a good night for. I think we were having a good time, as far as I remember.
We were.
Yeah,
and then I ruined it.
Well, no, you didn't.
You didn't ruin it. Actually, I just.
Noticed. Yeah, because we ignored the situation.
Yeah.
That was nice.
You were a quick runner. You kept getting away.
Well, we were kind of preoccupied.
So apparently, you threw up at the at one of the tables, and the security guard came over to you to kick you out, and you just got up and started running.
Yeah,
and then
pretty fast.
And then you made it. I guess you ran across the dance floor, around and back out the other side, and then sat down at a table on the other side, and then threw up at that table.
At least.
And you did that a few times, right?
At least.
At least?
Yeah.
How many tables did you end up throwing up at?
I don't know. I think the guy was pointing him out.
I think we were like each dancing with girls while this was happening. So it was it was like I wasn't really like paying attention, but I just kept noticing. Like,
yeah, I don't know what the hell was slipped in my drink, but it was that was interesting.
Yeah. I think you ended up throwing up at least 3 or 4 tables.
Yeah, that was the fastest ever.
That was the fastest ever. And you?
I think it was that. I still think it was that one. I mean, you were there too. It was like that one time where I drank a whole 40, and one of our friends was like mocking me. He drinking his 2 12-ounce
of Beck's.
Yeah,
not even
of. And asking, like, telling me to drink my 40 faster, even though I like chugged the 40 in the span it took him to drink like 1 12-ounce.
You guys ever have this friend who, no matter like you're all drinking or doing whatever together, whatever substance together. And the guy is always pushing you to,
He was.
You did this, so I did this amount. You got to do more. That's it. You pussy. But you ever have that friend where he's
that drunk? How the hell can you count all your shit?
Well, this was a story. I was about 2/3 done with my 40, while this guy's drinking like half.
It's more like it's not a pussy 40, like a 40 of like Budweiser.
It was real malt. Yeah. No,
I didn't even notice that.
None of this Coors Light bullshit.
But, yeah.
Anyway, it was a
silver bullet.
It was malt liquor.
It was malt liquor. Whatever. It was a 40. I was like 2/3 done with it, and this guy's halfway through his 12-ounce beer, and we were young. We were like 19 or whatever, and we were like it was like early on in our drinking.
I wasn't drinking because that's illegal.
Yeah. Well, you were driving, so I hope not.
No. I actually wasn't driving.
Oh, it was someone else. Anyway.
Because I drank my 40, I remember that.
I wasn't like... I was
45.
This was like one of the first times I had gotten drunk or whatever, and so this guy was egging me on, and I'm like I got pissed off at him because he's drinking his, like, half of his 12-ounce beer, and he's, like, making fun of me not drinking fast enough, whereas I'm drinking, like, 5 times as much alcohol as he is. And I'm like, at this point, I'm probably, like, 120 pounds, like...
Oh, they have fucked up measurements over... Well, no, we have fucked up measurements because we disagree with the rest of the planet. But since we don't want to conform, 40 ounce is we have some international listeners, so I'm trying to explain.
Okay.
40 ounce converts to some number that I don't know. But one quart
1.183 liters.
1.83
So we're
liters.
drinking, basically it's 1.2 liters of alcohol.
So basically what we have is what's called malt liquor, which is stronger than regular beer, and it comes in this 40-ounce bottle or 1.83, whatever, things. And malt liquor is stronger than beer, and it's like $2 here. So like it's...
Are you kidding me? I paid $3.50.
All right.
Well, I don't know what...
This was when we were 19, so it was like 12
I don't
years
know what
ago.
fancy neighborhood... No, I bought it last week, and it was still like $2.25. I don't know what...
It was across the street right here. $3.50.
Well, across the street sucks, apparently. Oh, yeah, no, that place sucks. Don't go there.
Oh, thanks. Too late now. I just paid $3.50 for this.
Well, I mean, soda's like 3 times as expensive as it was back when this story is from.
Well, it might be more because you bought actual... beer. Malt liquor for some reason is cheaper, even though it's strong. All right. Anyway, my point is malt liquor is stronger than beer, and it comes in this 40-ounce bottle and it's like $2. So like
when you're a poor college student, works out
why
well.
not? It's like $2 for like drunk. It's it's really
And
strong.
it gets you drunk. I mean,
It
if
comes
you
out
drink
to
it fast
like
enough, it totally gets you blitzed.
yeah, it comes out like 2.5 beers.
Nothing. I always did the recycling thing. You empty the recycling bin at college, and then you redeem them for 5 cents. It was to prepare my future career as being homeless. And beer was free.
What?
Anyway.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then
I collected cans from my dorm and then exchanged them. And I got my $2.50 or $3.
Oh, yeah.
And I got my 6 or 12.
Did you have to?
Of like Schlitz. That was what I drank.
Did you carry a stick?
Did you have to battle homeless people who were doing the same thing?
Nah, just the guy from ShopRite with the shopping cart. That was it.
That was the homeless person.
No, that was the guy who worked for ShopRite.
Same thing.
I mean, he's got to be homeless. You can't afford a home with $6 an hour or whatever he makes.
Yeah, you mean his $7.25 wasn't buying him an apartment?
No, this was a while ago. It was probably like $4.
All right, what's busk? Somebody in the chat room was saying you should busk for money. I don't know. I don't know what busk is. Busk? No?
This is a new word.
Anyway, those were the days.
Homeless people who sing on the street is busk?
Now we pay $10 for a watered down piece of shit drink.
Yeah.
You know, it's
man's expensive.
Good.
You guys want...
Every time I order it, in my mind, I'm thinking, you can get 4 drunks for this much?
Yeah, exactly.
You can get 4 units of totally wasted.
I could buy like a liter of liquor for whatever you're charging over there. Okay.
And it's like the piece of shit watered down drink that you burn it faster than you can drink it.
Yeah. You guys want to take a quick break and finish up the show?
Sure.
I like how the breaks revolve around how badly I have to pee. But, I'm the host and that's
You
what
could finish
happens.
up the show and then take a break, or do both.
Are you guys done or you guys want to do some more?
We can talk a little more.
All right.
Sure.
Sure what? Sure finish or sure talk a little more?
Yeah, I can talk.
You guys want to hear a little more or you guys want us to end the shit?
Yeah, let's hear from the...
Well, let's hear from the live listeners.
people
That's,
that are around.
that's what matters. I can
Do you want to hear some of our rambling? Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna take that as a yes. So, all right, we'll be back with a little bit more.
So they want to hear some of our nonsense.
Right after this.
You ask for more nonsense, and you shall get.
We're back.
Hey,
how you doing? It's Brink of Sanity, episode 104. With
there's hundreds of episodes, and I'm the doc.
Yeah, it's me. I mean, what was I on episode 3 or 4 or something?
You were on like 14.
I'm back.
Yeah.
There are 90 episodes missing.
So brinkofsanityshow.com is the website. We're also on iTunes, so you can get all the episodes on there. Join the forums on brinkofsanityshow.com because there's some good conversations on there. Start a Chuck Norris thread. I don't care.
Join.
Do whatever you want.
I command you.
Yeah.
It's an order.
Well, the doc commanded you, so now you have to do it.
I have one request, and it's to join.
There you go. Buy some shirts, support the show. What
nobody likes
join the show, and this guy will write you any prescription you want.
Right. Nobody likes shirtless people, so buy shirts. Seriously.
Exactly.
Yeah. If you're, if you don't have a shirt on, buy this shirt.
Especially if you're a shirtless club guy.
Yeah.
We hate it.
Yeah, we hate you.
Yeah.
Unless you buy our shirt, and then we'll mildly accept you.
Yeah, we love you.
By the way, this shirt has a popped up collar for anyone else listening that's interested.
No.
No.
Also, it's the 1st of June coming up, which means you could vote on Podcast Alley. We also got added to
No. You can't just can vote. You must vote.
You will vote.
Yes, you
on
have to.
Podcast Alley.
Or we will find you.
Also, the podcastfan.com added us to their show. It's just a poll, so you just click on the name of our show on the left and hit vote. You could do that every single day.
Vote.
For the whole month. Every single day.
Just vote.
Yeah.
Everybody's doing it.
Yeah.
Just do it.
So, do that, and basically that's it. Subscribe on iTunes, post on the forums, and vote on those 2 sites, and maybe buy a shirt. And then
definitely buy a shirt.
Do all that, and you are the fan.
Yeah.
The number 1 fan.
So all you shirtless people out there, buy shirts. And if you have shirts, this is better. So...
yeah.
There's no options besides buying one. That's
yes.
it. Yeah, that's it. Yeah,
yes.
There's no other options.
When Chuck Norris plays Monopoly, it affects the actual world economy. Mm-hmm. Bet you didn't know that.
Huh.
Mm-hmm.
So...
I hear drinks being made in the background. This could be a long night. There is a tank top version for women. We just got a question if there's a tank top version.
Yes.
For women, because guys with no sleeves, not cool.
No.
Not cool.
But,
so I don't have those.
But if you're a girl and you want to be pretty, you should buy the shirt.
Right. If you're a guy, we have plenty of t-shirts. I'm wearing one right now. They look awesome.
Although if you're
a girl that weighs over 200 pounds, though, sold out.
Yeah, if you're a really big slob, we don't have that size. So lose weight and then
come on, that's billboard size. We want that. The bigger the better.
That's true. It's more advertising space, to be honest.
Exactly.
No,
I like large women wearing our shirt.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Because it's more noticeable.
Mm-hmm. What are we going to talk about? We're going to talk about drunk college stories. I feel like you've almost fell out of that chair about 3 times.
Well, he's been trashing your set constantly.
I know you drank like half of that of that Coors Light 40, but you should be able to handle something.
That's a lot for I could see him being a little, but he is kind of trashing your set. So
I'm not.
It's
It's very wobbly.
We might have to.
Very wobbly. This chair.
I think that's you. That's wobbly.
Yeah, stop wobbling. You're wobbly. You human bobblehead.
Henry's a bit wobbly. I mean, the professor.
Whatever.
No last names. You can't find out teacher Henry online.
Henry Smith.
Not
Henry
gonna
Smith
come
is
fine.
pretty wobbly.
Yeah. Besides, we say professor's name like every single
and mine
episode.
too.
That's what I mean. The docs.
Every other guest host we've had says my name like 100 times.
Yeah.
Right,
I don't even care at this point, but I think it's funny.
My name is Henry Jones. I'm a black Jew.
All right.
Professor Jones. What are some professor sayings?
Drunk college stories.
Do you have professor sayings?
Do
you have like a catchphrase that you use with your students? No. All right. How about drunk college stories then?
Yeah, do drunk college stories.
Yeah, it's probably more interesting.
I've told a lot of mine, so why don't you guys say a couple of yours, so we don't have repeats. I hear drinks being made. It's gonna be delicious. You guys don't have.
I went to a pretty boring college.
I had to think up of some stuff.
Yeah, I don't. Well, you went away. Like I didn't really go away, and where I went was like kind of a lame ass.
Your college was voted the most boring college in the United States. Am I
was
right?
it?
It probably was. I wouldn't be surprised.
I'd believe it. I spent the semester there, and it was fucking. First of all, there was like maybe one party on the whole campus.
Literally, all the fun times in my college times was going up to Boston and hanging out with either Jay or one of my other friends who went to Boston schools. I had to escape because it was so boring.
Yeah, I spent a semester there. There was literally like one party per week, and you go there, and people have like a beer in one hand and like a textbook in the other hand. They're like still studying. It was like ridiculous. You just got a huge drink. Wow. Good for you, man.
What is this?
Oh, what is that?
This is good.
Sakatinis. Yes.
Wow.
That was, we had those. Didn't we have Sakatinis?
Yeah, those are good for you, man.
Viable? Yeah.
You want them?
Sure. Sakatinis are good.
Good.
Drink
You don't like
Sakatinis.
It's interesting.
I
It's
like
a
it.
very good drink. I am into Sakatinis.
Yeah, if you don't like it, we can
I
trade.
was not into Sakatinis before. They are my
I'm not like one way or the other. It's interesting.
We're in Queens, New York, for those people who are asking. I know we don't have the stereotypical New York accent, and that's
Bada bing.
because we don't want it.
Yeah. Never had it, never will.
Or
What are you talking about?
the accent Freddie Prinze Jr. tries to have in this season's 24, which he fails miserably at, and it's just, the worst. We sound like Joey from Friends? Really?
Maybe. Wait, I don't know. What does he sound like? I haven't watched that.
Say Rachel.
I never watched
Say
Friends,
Rachel.
so I don't know.
Say Rachel. Rachel.
Do we have the Long Island
Is that what
accent?
Joey
I
says?
mean, we might.
I
I
don't
don't
know.
know. It's hard to tell.
Never really watched the show.
Apparently you do.
Is that what he says?
Yeah, you do.
Okay. I don't care.
My stomach's upset. It gets upset before, like, every show. I don't know why. Maybe it's because I call it a faggot.
You know, your stomach's like a girl. Like, you call it names and it gets upset. Damn.
Oh my god, we have to end the show.
Yeah. I think
And we're out. It's one time in band camp. No, I don't know.
Oh my god.
These stories.
I'll drink it. It's delicious.
Wait a minute. You know what?
You want
You
that?
shouldn't drink it though. You should try snorting it or inhaling it.
Or drink it through your eye.
Or, yeah, why don't you pour that shit in your eye? Pour it in your eye.
What about martini eyeballing?
Let's. What is it? Germecca?
Drink this
Is it Germecca? No, I don't remember the name of the term.
What are you talking about?
This is also.
Jankum?
Jankum, yeah. Just jankum.
I'll do this though.
Jankum it.
Jankum. Alright, we have to end the show because it's devolved into just drunk rambling.
We're just getting alcohol shoved in our faces, and it's getting ridiculous.
Yeah, it's...
We should
sorry.
play some Journey when we close up because this is like perfect Journey.
Stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know where that's coming from, but I'm
Anytime
not
there's some
opposed to Journey though.
It's a good movie.
I don't have any objections to Journey, but I don't know where that's coming from.
Last minute thoughts from anybody before I end this?
We're awesome.
I'm predicting in 3 hours. Barf.
Stuff and things and stuff.
Okay, great, awesome. Thank you. That's great.
What do you want me to say?
I don't know, something entertaining.
Happy Memorial Day to our fans, I guess, people listening.
All right.
Oh, you're just stretching it.
Yeah. Wait, this will be like for other people. For
Stop
the action.
believing.
For
No, Wheel in the Sky. It's good song.
yeah. For everyone else, we're gonna play this.
Bye.